Hello, everybody. I am going to go through this week's assignment for the Illustrator Session 2 student workbook, okay? So this is your calendar for May 11th through the 15th. We are going to be working with your student workbook and the student files. Now here you have 4 assignments: organizing and customizing the workspace on page 31 using t-shirt 221 file, using views and isolation mode, page 37, using the coupon 231 file, customizing gradients, page 43, using the coupon 252 file, and create patterns, page 52, using the coupon 262A and coupon 262 file. My suggestion would be to come to your student support files by right-clicking, going inside of the file, and then downloading, just right-clicking and downloading on the files that they require. You want to download all of the files before you get started. So let's begin. It tells me here that my first assignment is organizing and customizing the workspace on page 31. So I'm going to look for this title and I'm going to look for this page. And remember, the page numbers are at the bottom of the page. So I am going to scroll down until I get to page 31. Let's see, that's 30, and this is 31. It says organizing and customizing the workspace, and I know that this is page 31. This assignment should take no more than 5 minutes, and if you get confused or you forget what it was that you saw in the videos in the second week of this distant learning, you can always go back and watch the video here. So let's begin. Number 1 says, before I begin, the purpose, upon completing this project, you will know how to create a custom workspace, reset a workspace, and delete a custom workspace. Steps for completion. Number 1, multiple open documents will show as tabs below the menu and options bar. That was easy. Number 2, what menu will have the workspace options? Of course, that is your Windows menu. Number 3, true or false? Once changes have been made to a workspace, they are permanent. That's false. You can always go back and alter any changes you've made to a workspace. Number 4, the workspace list will also allow you the options to reset a workspace, create a new workspace, or manage. Number 5, to delete a custom workspace, you will select Manage Workspace in the workspace list. All right, number 6, open the t-shirt 221 file in Illustrator. So I am going to come to Illustrator. I'm going to go to File. Oh, actually, we have the open here, so I'm going to press Open. I'm going to look for that t-shirt 221 file. So I know that it is in my downloads. So now I need to look for that t-shirt 221 file, and I'm going to open it. And I'm going to try to, okay, so I want to be able to see the tools. Let me try to bring this over some so I can go back and forth. All right. So number 6 is done. Number 7 says make the toolbar display in one column. So mine's is already displayed in one column. Yours may look like this. If you have been working in the geometrics practice training, you want to change your workspace from geometrics Alita to essentials, and it will show in 2 columns. To turn it to one column, just simply click the arrows at the top for the left to collapse it, and there you go. You have one column. Number 8, save the changes as a custom workspace named Essentials with Type. So I'm going to go to Windows, Workspace, New Workspace, and I'm going to title this Essentials with Type and press OK. Next, take a screenshot of the new workspace in the workplace list. Okay. I am going to take a screenshot. Now I'm on the Mac, so I'm going to press Command Shift and 4. If you are on a PC, you'll simply just use the snipping tool. So I'm going to take a screenshot, and I'm going to open up my screenshot, and I am going to save as, sorry, trying to get back to what it says to save it as. Illustrator 223 Illustrator finished. All right, so let me come back here, and I want to save. I need to save my screenshot. I'll save it later. My screenshot's acting a little weird, but I'm gonna show you an alternate way if you have the issue that I had. So I'm going to use period 2 as an example. I'm going to come into my folder. I'm going to go to 4th 9 weeks. I'm going to go to session 2, and I'm going to upload that file. So I didn't change the name just yet. You can upload it as the screenshot, and then you can just come in simply here and rename. And I'm going to rename it that 22 file and my name, and press OK. And there you have it. So let's move on to the next question. The next task will be use views in isolation mode, page 37. So again, I am going to scroll all the way down until I get to page 37. Page 37, use views in isolation mode. Now, before I start with page 37, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to close out of this file. I don't need it anymore, and I'm not going to save it. You always want to start with a new file when you're starting a new assignment, okay? So it says open coupon 231. Same thing. I'm going to go to open. I am going to look for coupon. Let's see, 231. And you're gonna get this message because the fonts are not the same, and that's fine. You can go ahead and close out. And then next, it says isolate the 50% off star on the horizontal artboard. So first, what you want to do is you want to be able to fit this on the screen. So I personally will go to view, and I will put fit artboard in window so that you have it on screen. So this wants you to isolate the 50% off star on the horizontal artboard. So to isolate this 50% off star, all you have to do is on your selection tool, which is the first one, you just double click it, and the way you know it's isolated is everything else is grayed out. Now, this comes up if it's isolated, and it does not allow you to click on anything except for this 50% coupon. Change the color of the star to a shade of purple. So what I am going to do, I want to change the color of this star. I'm going to come to my properties panel, or you can come to your color picker here. Either way works. Where it says fill, I am going to click on a shade of purple. There we go. Save the project as 231 Illustrator finished. So file, save as. I'm going to save it as the 231 finish, but I am going to add my name. I'm going to save this on my desktop so that I have easy access to it. Okay. Now, before I move forward, I want to go ahead and upload this file so that I know that I'm done with the file, 231. Perfect. All right, but I'm not done answering all the questions because I still have questions 5 through 8. So, what menu has the outline view? Well, remember the outline view shows you how the lines and it doesn't show colors of whatever it is you placed into Illustrator. So the outline view will be shown in your view menu. That is here. Outline. Okay. Next question. What will the outline view show? As I just explained to you, the outline view, it shows the object, okay, or the shapes of the lines, but it's missing the color. It doesn't show the fill. It doesn't show the stroke. So I'm going to say it shows the objects out. Well, you can't use the word in the definition. The outline, the object shapes and lines minus any fill color or stroke color. Let's go with that. All right. Next, how do you isolate an object on an artboard? Well, you can simply double click on that object to isolate it as I showed you. Double click on the object with your mouse or keyboard, either one. What are two ways you can clear an isolated object? So to clear an isolated object, you can, so let me isolate this again. You can simply click on this back arrow here and it'll clear it. Or you can double click on the poster board, okay? So you can click the left arrow. Sorry, let me spell this correctly. Or double click the poster board. I'm sorry, not poster board. I'm talking about pasteboard. All right. So for this, what you're going to do is you're going to have to screenshot this and upload this to your second 9 weeks folder as an addition with that project. I will be looking for this because I need to see that you answered these questions 5 through questions 8. Okay. Next assignment. So that's been pretty easy. We're going to go to customizing gradients, page 43. So let's go ahead and go down to page 43. This is page 43 and it says customizing the gradients. All right. And it says open. Oh, before I get started, I want to go ahead and close out this file. All right. It says open coupon 252 file in Illustrator. So open. I'm going to look for that coupon 252 file. Again, I got to go to my downloads. I'm going to scroll down to coupon and there's 252 and I'm going to open that. Select the lower box and click the gradient tool. So I'm going to select this lower box and then I'm going to click the gradient tool. Make the dark green take a half moon shape on the background. Half moon shape on the background. Okay. So we're going to open up the gradient. And in your gradient panel, you can do many different options, okay? That's selected here. Now, this specifically states to make the dark green take a half moon shape on the background color. So your background color is going to, let's see. First let me choose a dark green. Actually, sorry, that's the stroke. I'm gonna choose a dark green, like that. And then select the left star and create a yellow ellipse shape in the middle of the star. The left star. So I am going to, oh, sorry, I was supposed to do the gradient, which I didn't. Hold on one second. I apologize. I did this wrong. Undo this color. So I want to change my color, my fill color, to a dark green color. And then I am going to apply a gradient. But I want, where's my dark green color? Okay. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. All right. Select the left star and create a yellow elliptical shape in the middle of the star. So I am going to select this left star and let's see, it said inside. So select the left star and create a yellow elliptical shape in the middle of the star. All right, so we're going to go to our shapes and elliptical. I am going to, make it yellow. Sorry. Let me draw out my shape first. Within, and then I'm going to change it to yellow. Select the right star and create a gradient mesh. The mesh will have 4 rows and 4 columns. So I am going to select this star, and then I am going to come to Object. I am going to select Create Gradient Mesh. And the gradient mesh is going to have, it says 4 rows and 4 columns. Hold on one second. So I am going to come back to Illustrator, and I'm going to make sure that it has 4 rows and 4 columns, and I'm going to press OK. Next, it says apply colors of your choice to 3 different anchor points. So with this, I'm going to select the direct selection tool because I want to select this area here, and let's see, I'll select this area here, and I want to change the color to a light pink. Let's see, orange. Hold on. Let me isolate. Sorry, we're going to use isolation here. So I want, for some reason mine isn't working. So let me come to my mesh. Sorry. No, that's not going to work. So let's see. And of course, in the isolation, for some reason, my point is not allowing me to change my color. Let me come back, select. I don't want to isolate, so I'm going to stop the isolation. But I am going to change this color. You know what? For some reason, mine isn't working, but you just click in, and then you go and you change the colors. It says apply. Oh, save the project as 253 Illustrator finished. So I'm going to kind of file save as. And if yours isn't working as well, I won't count that against you. And I'm going to put my first and last name in there, and I'm going to change it to desktop. And then I'm going to come and I'm going to upload that. Off of my desktop. That is 253. And then we have to finish questions 8, 9, and 10. Questions 8 says color stops control color amounts. Color stops control color amounts but they do not control color. Now, again, if at this point you have completely forgotten what was said to you in the videos that we watched during the second week, all you have to simply do is come here and watch the videos in the domain number 2. But for this question here, it does not control the color direction. Sorry. Number 9, what menu will you find the Create Gradient Mesh option? You will find the Create Gradient Mesh option in the Objects menu. Number 10, what do you need to do to use the Create Gradient Mesh option to create a multi-point gradient? You have to select the rows and the columns, and then you use the direct selection tool like I was showing you, and then you can use the swatches panel. So you have to input the rows and columns amounts, then use the direct selection tool, and then the swatches. All right, so let me see if mine is gonna work. So I am on the direct selection tool. I directly selected one, and I'm gonna go to my swatches panel, and let's see. Okay, so there you go. So now it's working. All right, I'm gonna click here, choose this anchor point. Let's make it yellow. Did I choose it? Let's make it yellow. Well, it was working. Let me choose this anchor point. There we go. Okay, so you see now mine is working. This is how your you got to choose 4 different sections, 4 different points, and apply a color to it. So that's how yours should look, and I'm actually going to save this like this, and then I'm going to upload this version. Now I'm also going to take a screenshot of what questions 8 through 10, and I'm going to add it here because I need to see that you've completed questions 8 through 10. I am going to actually delete the 253 from here because mine started to work. So let me upload the recent one so that you'll have an accurate picture to look at. All right, so last but not least, we are on our last one, creating patterns, page 52. So I'm going to scroll down to page 52. And I know that I'm on page 52, and I know that I am on create patterns. Now, for this one, this should take no more than 5 minutes as well. But before I get started, I'm going to go ahead and close out, file close out the previous assignment. Upon completing this project, you'll be able to create a custom pattern, change its properties, and add the pattern to another artboard. So we're going to start with number 1. It says open. You're going to be opening up 2 different files in this activity. So for number 1, it says open the coupon 262 file in Illustrator. So open. I am going to go back to my downloads. Coupons. 252. All right. I'm sorry, 262. You make that error like me, make sure you just double check your numbers. So coupons 262. I want to make sure that this is the right one, 262A. So I'm going to open up 262A. And again, I'm going to go to view and I'm going to fit artboard on screen. Now, all of these panels that I have had open, I'm going to go ahead and just close them out because I don't need them right this second. All right, so it says select the box with the green background, including all of the art objects on it, and drag it to the swatches. So we're going to look for the box with the green background. And am I on the right? 262A. 262A. I don't see a box with the green background. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to give you again an example. So I am going to press my selection tool and I'm going to select the whole footprint, okay, as an example. And then I'm going to drag it over to my swatches. And basically what it did was it took an imprint of it here. Then it says, how do you name a custom pattern? Well, you have to put the pattern into the swatches. You select whatever the pattern is. That's number one. So you select the pattern. And then you have to drag it into the swatches. And then in the swatches, place in swatches, then you select the swatch. I'm gonna say SW for swatches panel. SWP stands for swatch panel. And from there you just select create a pattern from there. Then select create pattern. So name the new pattern green background. You know what? I think they wanted you to select just the whole background. No? Okay, so we're going to just stick with the footprint. All right, so I've already clicked and dragged it into the swatches. And then in the swatches options here, I am going to click on this, new pattern. I'm going to press, select the pattern. I am going to swatch options, click on swatch options, and then I'm going to name it that green background. Let me highlight that. Green background. So it's very important that you click on the swatch, select swatch options. I was wrong on that. Okay. This is different from Illustrator to Photoshop. All right. So we've completed questions 1 through 4. Questions 5, select the green background pattern. Draw a rectangle to cover the entire artboard with the selected pattern. So I'm going to select the green background pattern, which is here. And then I'm going to cover the entire pattern, the entire artboard with that pattern, okay? Make the opacity of the rectangle, oh, I'm so sorry, I did that wrong. All right, so that's the green background pattern. And I am going to, okay, so I'm going to create a rectangle based off of this pattern. I'm going to draw it out. And you saw the rectangle made it that green. I mean, it's hard to see, but that's exactly what you have to do. You go to the rectangle, make sure you have the pattern selected, and then you draw it out. Now, the next question says, make the opacity of the rectangle 30%. So I'm going to come to my properties panel, and I'm going to come to opacity, and then I'm going to just simply drag it down to 30%, like that. And then it says copy the green background and paste the copy on the coupon 262 artboard. So I'm going to open up that 262 artboard coupon. And for whatever, I still don't see the green, but we're using this as an example anyway. So I have the pattern selected. I'm going to go to edit copy. I'm going to come over to the 262, edit paste. And then I'm going to save as, and it says save the project as 262 Illustrator finish, but remember to add your first and last name. And again, I'm just doing this to show you the steps. Of course, it probably will take you a little bit longer because you're going to go through and do it thoroughly correct. And then I'm simply going to upload this with this screenshot because I need to see that you answered question number 3 into your class folder. So this is 266 Illustrator. So these are all of the documents that should be placed in your folder. -1, it should be uploading now. Okay, so these you should have for the second 9 weeks. I mean, for the second session, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 documents uploaded. And if you have them, you'll get full credit. So we will be having a Q&A session this week. So if you have any questions, please by all means let me know. Thank you. Bye.